Hey guys, Matt here, bringing you the results of the block deck challenge video. If you guys don't know, the block deck challenge video was to build a deck based around 3 block men and 3 block golem. The first submission from William Higgins was obviously having the 3 block men and 3 golems, which was the base around the entire challenge. Then he has 2, I think it says Gigantus, 3 Kwakimaru Overdose, 2 Kwakimaru Guardians, 3 Kwakimaru Sandman, and 2 Kwakimaru Wall. So far, his deck is based around the Kwakimaru Rock combo. Next we have Regeki, a Mind Control, 2 Pot of Duality, and 2 Mystical Space Typhoon. And for some reason, this wasn't sorted properly, so now there's 3 Call of the Haunted, 3 Diamond Core of Kwakimaru, 2 Iron Core of Kwakimaru, and now onto the traps. Now he has 3 Call of the Haunted, 1 Compulsory Evacuation Device, 3 Iron Core Luster, 3 Rock Bombardment, and 1 Vanity's Emptiness. So basically, his deck was based around the Kwakimaru Rock elements. For the extra deck, we have 1 Abyss Dweller, a can't pronounce that, not gonna try Knight, 1 Constellar, the Sky Blaster Musketeer, a Emerald, Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, a Diamond Dire Wolf, Exciton Knight, a Cowboy, Gem Knight Pearl, number 103 Ragna Zero, Black Ship of Corn, 2 Diamond Crab Kings, a Heartland Draco, and a Crazy Box. So I don't know what his theme was for the extra deck, because the Kwakimarus are based on, I just screwed that up, but oh well, let's fix that. Based on the rocks, and Golem's based on the rocks too. But that's William Harrison's deck. Thank you for the submission, and I hope seeing more of you from the next challenges I will be doing. Next deck we have Harrison Rodis. Again, the 3 block men, 3 block golems, which are obvious because the challenge was based on that. 2 Gigantus, 2 Kwakimaru Guardian, 2 Kwakimaru Sandman, 2 Kwakimaru Wall. So far, it's based upon the Kwakimaru, just like the last deck. 2 Psychic Commander, 2 Spell Striker, and 1 Psychic Jammer. So it's a Kwakimaru Rock Psychic deck so far. And 1 Glow Up Bulb. That's it for the monsters. Now we have 1 Regeki, 2 Dark Holes, because I'm guessing to keep the opponent's monsters gone as long as possible. A Foolish Burial, 3 Diamond Core of Kwakimaru for those Kwakimaru cards, obviously. 2 MSTs and 3 Emergency Teleport for those psychic monsters. Now onto the traps. We have 3 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential Tribute, I guess to keep as many monsters off the field as possible, except for yours. 2 Breakthrough Skill, a Compulsory Evacuation Device, and a Solemn Warning. Now that's the deck from William. Thank you for the submission. Next on to his extra deck, we have 1 Star Eater, 1 Leo the Keeper of the Sacred Tree, a Black Rose Dragon, a Goyo Guardian, which I didn't actually know that this card was back down to up to 3. Naturian Barkion, a Keeper of Boundaries, a Naturian Beast. Now onto his Xyz monsters: Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, which for some reason people keep putting this one in the deck. 1 Castello the Sea Blaster, the Sky Blaster Musketeer, a Diamond Direwolf, Exciton Knight, Emerald, much like the other deck. Then we have Soul of Silver Mountain, a Levier the Sky Dragon, and Malaya's Tree Spirit. Now that's Harrison Rodis. I'm sorry if I pronounced that last name wrong, but I suck at pronouncing last names. Now on to the final deck. The final deck I got submitted was from SmashingPumpkid. His deck profile will be in the link dump because he submitted it in a video response. So start off the deck, we have the 3 Blockman, 3 Block Golem, 3 Kwakimaru Guardians, 3 Kwakimaru Walls, 2 Kwakimaru Overdose, only 1 Kwakimaru Sandman, and 2 Revival Golems. That's a new card I haven't seen in the decks. 3 Pot of Duality for extreme draw power. Rockfall Area. That's an inventive card to put in this deck. 2 Terraforming, I'm guessing to get the Rockfall Area out. 2 Solidarity, Bottomless Trap Hole, Solemn Warning, Scrap Iron Scarecrow, which I don't know why people don't play this card more. 3 Mirror Force, 2 Huge Revolution of Over, 2 Call of the Haunted, I'm guessing to keep Mr. Blockman on the field as long as possible. 2 Spiritual Earth Art Kurgan, I think it's pronounced, and 2 Horn of the Heavens. That's his deck profile, but now on to the extra deck. Now, there are some cards that I could not see from the video that he posted. So if you guys can think of the cards that he posted that you don't see in this video right here, please leave in the comment section below. I'd love to know them. First off, he's got 2 Emeralds, 2 Diamond Crab King, a Gem Knight Pearl, number 106 Giant Hand, an Exciton Knight, Casteller the Skyblast Musketeer, which everyone has this in the deck. Wonder why. Diamond Dire Wolf, Gaga Cowboy, a number 103 Ragna Zero, Heartland Draco, and Pelipper Operative. For some reason, I can't pronounce that name properly, ever. Hopefully I pronounced it right that time. Now, that was it for the submissions from everybody. Thank you guys for the submissions to this challenge. Thank you for my girlfriend for putting all these submissions together for me to make this video. Now, let's proceed to mine. Now, my deck is a little bit... Here we go. My deck is a little bit different from everybody else's. I stayed away from super exceeding. My deck was based around something a little different. I went old school with it. There used to be a structured deck based around this card right here, the Exiled Master of the Guard. I based my deck around him and the Blockman Golem combo. It was based to keep Blockman and Block Golems on the field as long as possible, and then just summon them back when I needed them. But let's proceed on to mine. Obviously, we have the 3 Blockman, the Block Golems. We have 2 Exiled Master of the Guard, which is just to help with those flip summoning spell abilities. 3 Guardian Sphinx, because when he's flip summoned, you can return all the monsters your opponent controls to their hand, which allows you to basically continuously beat them down as much as possible, or at least bounce your cards back to the hand as much as possible. 3 Grave Ohaja, I think that's pronounced. Basically, your opponent takes 300 for each monster that is flip summoned. So if you summon him, flip summon, his effect doesn't go off, unfortunately. But with all the other cards, like the ones that are coming up, you're going to do a lot more damage, basically creating a little bit of a burn until you can get the Exiled on the field and create a giant, like, bashing field. Next, we have 2 Golem Sentry. Now, when he's flip summoned, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls and return them to the hand, much like Guardian Sphinx, but it doesn't need a tribute. Next, we have Master Monk Guardian Statue. We only have 2 of them, much because 3 kind of got a little cloggy, but it does the exact same thing that Golem Sentry did, and it just added a little help to create the deck a little faster. Next, we have 3 Medusa Worm. Medusa Worm is much like Golem Sentry and Master Monk Guardian Statue, but instead of it going to the hand, it gets destroyed. And it gets to flip back over, much like Golem Sentry and Master Monk. Next to the spells, we have 2 double summons. I felt that only 1, you didn't get it enough in your hand to summon all these monsters up, but 2 allows it a little faster, but if you played 3, it went too slow, if that makes sense. Next, we have 3 Swords of Revealing Light to keep Blockman on the field as much as possible, or as long as possible. 3 Burden of the Mighty to basically lower your opponent's attack monsters so you can beat them down with the Medusa Worm. 2 Solidarity to boost up the monsters, much like Blockman and Block Golem if you want to use them to attack. Then for the traps, we have 3 Mirror Forces. Then we have 3 Magic Cylinders to create a little bit of an extra burn. And 3 Call of the Haunted. The Call of the Haunted are mainly just for Mr. Blockman over here, to keep him on the field as much as possible, and if possible, use it on Grave Yugioh to summon him again to use the burn constantly. Next for the extra deck, we have number C106, Giant Red Hand. This card kind of helped, but I felt that if I didn't play it, it was a little harder for the deck to go faster. Next we have number 55, Go 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 Goliath. This deck helped so much playtesting it, and I just thought it would be a best suited in the deck. Next we have Soul of Silver Mountain. Basically the 3 Earth monsters that are... Oh no, I don't even know why this is in here. Ah, yeah it is. Soul of Silver Mountain is in here because of Block Golem. Now, it's not smart to use the Block Golem for that usage, but, you know, maybe you don't have those rock monsters in the grave yet, or you just want to Exceed Summon a monster that will allow you to hold it back until you get those rock monsters in the grave. Next we have 2 Giant Soldier of Steel. Now, I picked this card for mainly 2 reasons. The first reason was, it's a Giant Soldier of Steel. I used to love the Giant Soldier of Stone card, and I kind of wish this deck was allowed to use that card, but the card got a little slow, so I had to ditch it. But the second reason is because it gains defense when you detach an XYZ from it, and it takes no effect damage from your opponent's card's effect this turn. No. Yes. No. I'm stupid. You can detach a card from this card, and it gains defense, and you take no effect damage from an opponent's card effects this turn. So if they were to steal Grave Yugioh and try to use its effect against you, and Giant Soldier of Steel is on the field, you don't lose anything, which would help. And then finally we have Gachi Gachi Gentetsu, I think is pronounced his last name, or however you pronounce that. But he's in there again to help with the defense, because all these monsters are based on keeping them in defense mode and then flipping them, deleting the monster on your opponent's field, and then doing it again and again and again. And with him, you do the burn. What I didn't explain though is these 2, it does additional 1,000 points every flip summon you do. Gachi Gachi is just there for boosting defense, and with Exode on the field and Grave Yugioh on the field, it'll do extra boost to defense, to defense, allowing a little bit extra burn for the deck. So that's my Blockman, Block Golem challenge video results. Hope you guys liked it. If you guys want to see more challenge videos in the future, please leave a like on this video. In the comment section below, what would you change in my deck? I honestly want to know, but this deck is really fun to play as of right now, but I'll take creative criticism as much as I can get. In the comment section below, please leave either cards you want to change in my deck, or challenges you might want to try in the future, and you just want to see decks that other people would make. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to see daily Yu-Gi-Oh content, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.